And we're back.
Let's continue.
So, time to work out if I actually took the HP off this guy. I don't think I did. Dang it! I really shouldn't have left in the middle of doing that. I think I did. His health looks about right. So
I'm kind of impressed that Grim managed to roll 24/24 on athletics twice.
Yeah, look,
Yeah.
athletics, my thing. Everything else,
so wisdom saving throw and then
and
athletics check.
or acrobatics.
Uh,
Like, take your pick.
okay. He. That's not a magical effect, is it? No.
Nope.
No, it's just a gnome shoving him.
Yeah.
No, the
Well,
goading
the
attack
first
is
one-
what I meant.
No, that's
so-
right.
shouting at him, or basically.
Yeah, so the Mummy Lord is taunted by your attack, and then strength saving throw against. Oh wow, okay.
It's not a strength saving throw, to be fair.
Or yeah, sorry, strength check. Not that he has proficiency in strength saving throws anyway.
Okay.
So yeah, you manage to goad him and then knock him to the floor.
I just realized I screwed over a bunch of people.
Yeah.
This is fine.
At the end of your turn, the Mummy Lord is actually going to use a legendary action.
To stand up.
Well,
Where?
sort of.
Oh.
Oh.
The
I've never been more scared of a sort of before.
okay.
Oh.
He transforms into a whirlwind of sand.
Ah, fuck.
What about
And yeah, appears next to Vondal, standing up. I need to roll a d20. Okay. As the combat rages, the stone wall on one side of the chamber starts to crumble, and very quickly collapses inwards,
Oh. That's not...
revealing a charnel pit of bones, skeletons, and gore. And
Lovely.
from from this pile, 3 skeletons who have just battered a hole in the wall. Oh, sorry, 4 skeletons who have just battered a hole in the wall. Step forth.
Oh no.
1,
Wow.
2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Attack of opportunity for Lyra. 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Technically 5 because he moved to difficult terrain. Okay, so that's for the one that was attacking V. Strength saving throw. Success.
Oh.
Damn it.
Success with a natural 20.
Bullshit.
Lyra does like tear one of his a cluster of his bones like free from his body with her attack. Remember that Lyra has used her reaction now, so cannot benefit from your attack for the rest of the turn. So 2 attacks against Lyra, 1 attack against V. Does a 16 hit Lyra?
No.
Does 23 hit V? I think it does.
Yeah.
5 piercing damage as he sticks you with a short sword.
Ow.
Arya.
I'm gonna shoot the Mummy Lord.
Okay. Okay. So, I can never remember if flaming arrows makes your attacks magical or not. I think it does. So yeah, you watch it. You watch as the flaming arrow strikes into the mummy lord, and thanks to the magical effect, it deals some damage. It also serves the purpose of igniting the mummy's bandages again.
Nice.
Nice.
So that's 14. At the end of Arya's turn.
Wait, doesn't Blair get to use her reaction?
Nope, already
Yeah,
used
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Choose it to attack of opportunity the skeleton.
Of course, of course.
The Mummy Lord is going to use another legendary action. Vondal, make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay.
Okay. The Mummy Lord unleashes a blast of sand in your face, blinding you until the end of your next turn.
Cool.
V.
I'm going to boop myself on the nose and give myself Dragon's Breath.
Okay.
Nice.
Nice.
At second level, because I I can only put it on second level or on fifth level.
Okay.
I'm gonna give myself fire breath, I guess, and just exhale that in like a cone over here.
Okay. Man, I get to use my fancy cone ruler that I got with what's it called?
Yay.
It's 15 feet. Yep.
Yep.
So you can narrowly avoid hitting Vondal.
Yay.
Although, actually, hang on. Yeah, you can narrowly avoid hitting Vondal.
Wonderful.
Yay.
They must make a dexterity saving throw or take this
Yeah.
much fire damage.
I do not want to make that save.
Okay.
That's fine.
Wow. Why is this guy not proficient in dex saves? What is the difficulty?
The DC is 15.
Okay. You ignite a large portion of the Mummy Lord.
Nice.
And the skeleton is like blasted with fire. Some of its bones shatter from the increase in heat.
Nice.
Anything else?
Nope, that's all.
Tallithsyr is going to do exactly what she was told to do, except she can't, so she will shoot one of the skeletons. Attack roll, please.
Yes.
Hit.
Nice.
Cool. She knocks the head off a skeleton.
Nice. I'm so proud of you.
Lyra.
I'm gonna attack the skeleton to the right of me.
Okay.
Oh,
Hit.
shit.
Oh shit!
Okay, yeah, you just, like, Lyra just jumps up, snatches the skeleton's head, and sort of like C-3PO in Attack of the Clones, just sort of like wanders around, like, looking for its head for a second before it falls over.
Oh my god.
That's
Perfect.
good.
Kelariis.
Well, I will move to come and hit the Lord.
Okay.
Well, you know, I'll give Vondal potential flank. I'll step there. I'm not
Okay.
super concerned about the other skeleton, to be honest. I say that. I'm gonna regret saying that in like a couple seconds, I'm sure. Swing. Oh,
Okay.
that's bad.
Miss.
One more. That's
Hit.
slightly better. Nice.
Okay. So, you bring the sword down on the back of the Mummy Lord. With the flames already flickering across its back, you strike through it and it collapses and once again turns into sand.
Right, I imagine. Well, I guess out of character. I imagine we've got a very limited time to find where it revives from.
Yeah.
We've
Yeah,
got
I'm
to
checking
find
sarcophagus.
those doors.
Or check the sarcophagus.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's either behind the doors or in the sarcophagus.
What are you doing with the rest of your turn?
we need to find its thing that I forget the term for, but Kelariis remembers it.
Well, you don't actually know what it is. Like V
just
V
saying.
mentioned several things: canoptic jars, phylacteries.
Okay.
Use your own attack to get rid of this asshole
Basically-
next to me. Oh no, wait, you
No,
don't.
I can't. I used
Already
my
did.
other attack. Dang it, I missed it.
Do some pottery.
Skeleton priest is dead. Vondal.
I'm blind, but I presume I heard Kelariis
Yeah.
doing a thing. I don't know what to do then.
Dodge action's a good action, I hear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, is I guess movement's affected by being blind.
No.
Just stumble
In
around.
that case, Vondal, I guess, stumbles over here. And takes the dodge action.
Okay. You are no longer blinded.
Yay!
Mummy Lord's dead. Lair action no longer functions. Grim.
I think I'm best off like finishing off these skeletons. So I will swing at the first. Well, this one.
Swing.
Okay. Cool. You smash a skeleton into a million pieces.
Wait, okay, that's 1 and 2, 3, 4.
I'm assuming it's dead.
You smash a skeleton into a million pieces.
Good.
Nice.
Yep. Hooray for being vulnerable to bludgeoning damage.
So-
when we're-
so-
when two of us have bludgeoning damage.
You watch as Grim just like watches this mummy lord goes down, turns around, sees the first skeleton, just like literally like a bowling ball hitting pins, smashes the skeleton in the ribcage, like spreading it across the room, then proceeds to charge forward and just like kick the legs out from the other skeleton that promptly just hits the floor, smashes, and becomes nothing.
Nice.
Yay.
Nice.
And you guys are out of initiative.
Hey.
Well, just now is the
Well, I
time.
guess
to
first
search.
Vondal's first thought is these doors.
Okay. You pushing the doors open?
Yes.
Okay.
I think we should check the
Jeez.
sarcophagus first.
Make me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh my
Oh,
fucking
look at that.
Christ.
What the fuck?
That appears to be a cannon.
Oh, okay. So you're gonna
Legend.
you're gonna take half damage from this.
Vondal, you legend.
You take half damage.
Jesus.
As-
That would've been amazing.
The moment you push the doors open, you just hear this click, and this cone of flame leaps like 20 feet into the room. You very narrowly throw yourself aside, and like half of your armor is just like set alight by some sort of burning oil.
Joy.
And yeah, you sustain some burns as you pat it out. Like your beard is just like smoking, and there's like embers on one side.
Seems my instincts were a bit off.
Vondal, you alright?
Perfectly fine.
Come on, push the sarcophagus open.
Yes.
Yeah, let's
Yes.
let's fuck
Okay.
this up.
I will help.
Okay, you're
Open
working
the
together to
sarcophagus.
open the sarcophagus.
Go ahead and make a strength check.
Yes.
If he's like trying to help but not helping.
Someone make a strength check with assistance.
Lars.
And by someone we mean Kelariis.
Yeah.
Okay.
Miss muscles.
Miss,
No.
miss 20 strength.
Yeah, look.
Okay. You heave on the top of this sarcophagus. Click. I need you all to make a dexterity saving throw.
Fucking Christ!
Everyone within 5 feet. As
I know
a
that.
significant amount of shrapnel is actually.
Oh,
Oh wait, no. Yeah, Grim, you get your bonus from the shield.
Fuck's sake.
I wasn't as
okay.
prepared for that one.
The
I
bonus
mean,
from the
hey,
shield is-
there's a +2 to people
I do
next
not
to
get my shield bonus.
Oh yeah, because it's against thing.
It's
Yeah.
multiple targets. Like I get to reduce the damage against from AoE.
Uh,
So I get to a bonus against single target.
Everyone except
What
V
about
takes full damage from this. V, you take half. As a like tiny pieces of metal shrapnel are propelled outwards from some sort of controlled explosion on the inside.
oh my god.
So I take 7.
Wow.
You take 7, yeah.
The more time I spend here.
Constitution saving throw for your concentration on Dragon's Breath. Okay,
Got it.
you keep it.
Nice.
Yeah, I was keeping track of it.
So, picking small pieces of shrapnel out of your flesh and armor,
Joy.
The sarcophagus is empty.
Shit. God
Oh
damn.
dear.
Kelariis, can you do that thing where you like try to like feel if there's bad things?
Yeah, that was my next attempt.
Well,
I haven't done that in a fucking long time.
whilst you still have your fire breath, how about you burn these bones? Like in the room.
Okay. Why?
Well, it might clear up something.
Okay.
It's gonna smell really badly, but okay.
Yep, it's gonna.
It already smells pretty bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think smell is our biggest
Okay.
concern.
You breathe fire into the enclosed space. Yeah, you hear like the snapping of bones and yeah, the you would struggle to raise anything from the pile of crisped bones.
Is there anything like underneath the ashes? I guess.
Yeah.
Can I use my
Um,
broom of flying to sweep
God.
as an actual broom?
Yeah. You clear it away. There is nothing underneath except sort of like a sloped sandstone floor that like leads to the center that like presumably is like a drain for blood.
Great.
Looking further into this room, however, like as you look up, it looks like somewhere above you there's a trap or some sort of hatchway that like these bodies have just been thrown down here or fallen down here. From the number of them you expect gathered and thrown, but
Wait, guys. I just had a thought.
What?
These look like jars.
they were installations in a fountain. You know
Yeah, there are
that.
fountains.
Okay, yeah, fair. Good point.
Yeah.
Well,
How-
I guess there's a place we haven't checked.
Well,
Can I? Okay, this is weird because I don't know if it really works on not. Well, I think it's creatures, but like divine sense might be like, hey, there's a really strong.
Divine sense allows you to detect.
I think it's only.
Let me look.
I can roll it if that's.
Yeah, if you could roll it, that'd be handy. Okay.
There we go.
Okay. 60 feet of you that is not behind total cover.
Well.
Okay.
wait,
Okay, so you do not detect any undead within 60 feet of you that are not in total cover. You do detect, however, that this entire place has been desecrated.
Oh. Great.
Thanks,
Oh,
magic.
fun. Thanks, man. It's like I get that weird show like, ooh, it's a bad place.
Yeah. Yeah, you've just essentially like blacklighted this whole place, and the whole thing just like festers with evil black smoke.
Well,
Gross.
maybe it's a double-bottomed coffin. So let's smash through if we can.
Really?
Or sarcophagus. Well, might as well. So I'll use Mace of Smiting to smack the.
Okay, so you whip out the Mace of Smiting.
Yep, and I'll try and smack the bottom of the sarcophagus.
Okay, you bring it down to the bottom of the sarcophagus. I won't make you roll. You leave a large dent in the stone floor. It feels pretty solid by the ringing in your arm.
Is there anything about this hatch that I saw, or is it just like a thing how the bodies get there?
It's a hatch in the roof. Without flying up and investigating it, it's hard to tell.
I mean, I'll do that.
Okay. You hop on the bloom of flying, you fly up, you open the hatch. It's basically you are back in the corridors of the catacombs. In a dead end somewhere underneath a camouflaged section of floor.
Oh.
Question. Well, I guess there's this thing. Is that nothing or?
Give me an investigation check. Okay. Yeah, you do notice that one of the flagstones is slightly lower than the rest of them.
Reckon we can move it?
Well, let's see if we can remove it, I would say.
That would be very difficult without some sort of pry bar or something, because it is...
Get the crowbar out.
It's leveled
I know, I
pretty
was
low.
like, we have a crowbar.
Yep.
We have a crowbar.
Okay. Make
Somebody has one somewhere.
me a strength check.
Oh, I have it, just kidding.
Come on, Kelariis.
Oh, do you want me to do it?
Well, I might as well ask your help.
It's gonna be a strength check, and you've got the crowbar.
Hey, considering our track record with traps, do we want to check it first?
I checked it already.
Oh, right.
Well, not
Well-
perhaps I'll admit, but
Yeah,
You should then.
I will tell you with a 15 on investigation, there is a chance this triggers some sort of mechanism, but if it's a trap, there's no obvious source of where the danger would be coming from.
okay.
Gotcha.
The shrapnel explodes in our faces. No.
Fuck. Okay.
Basically, I guess. Yeah, just
Yep.
some distance.
More muscle.
Okay. Strength.
Nice.
So you jam the pry bar in, and with a considerable degree of effort, you pop this stone out of the ground.
I'm admiring.
Underneath it is indeed a mechanism.
Fuck.
What kind of mechanism?
Well, I guess I'll
Grim.
figure out what it does.
Okay, yeah, give me a Tinker's Tools check.
Oh, okay.
Does anyone have Tinker's Tools?
Grim does.
I bought them.
Yeah,
Grim
Grim
does.
does.
Oh shit.
What attributes?
Intelligence.
Okay.
Okay. You examine this thing thoroughly. You poke about it a little bit with your Tinker's Tools, and with a ever so subtle click that makes everyone in the room jump about 10 feet in the air,
Joy.
the sections of wall just to the left of Kelariis move slightly.
Oh.
Well, let's be honest. I don't have the best track record with disarming traps.
No,
But
no,
this
you
time,
don't.
this time I did it.
You did manage it this time.
Well,
Wait, so do you have to like try and move them more?
let's push up against the wall that move, or like
Although before that happens, I'm gonna do a thing. Stop, come here, Kelariis.
What?
Have a heal.
Oh, thanks.
Have a big heal.
Oh, damn!
That's a nice
That is a
heal.
big deal.
That's 34 health.
Have a
Thanks,
5th
God.
level cure wounds.
wounds cured.
Feel
Okay.
better.
Consider them cured.
Consider your wounds
Consider them
cured.
cured.
Now does someone want to open this door?
Hi.
Now that all the melee focused people are in the front, ready if there's big bads on the other
Okay.
side.
I might as
So I'm-
well. Or
Strength check.
Yeah. Oh. Okay.
Okay, yeah. Without a great deal of effort, you shove the false stone aside,
Ah.
revealing another corridor.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Electric jars in here, anyone?
Well, I guess we're about to find out. Oh, there's a door.
There's a set of doors.
Yeah, there's set of doors.
As you approach these doors are very elegantly carved. And in places they have been in the same detailing of gold and some sort of bluish gemstone. There is a carved mural that is simultaneously beautiful and kind of terrifying. Because the insignia carved on the doors appears to be what looks like a humanoid figure, except instead of arms, he has 5 sets of razor-sharp talons. And below him, in a scene of flaming death and agony, are figures depicting the the several major races of the material plane, and disappearing upwards into a great fanged maw of this carved figure are what look like souls or ghosts being consumed from the hapless people below.
Joy. So, Grim, do
love
you want to check it for traps?
I mean, if anyone wants to give me a religion check to try and identify more, they can also do that. But yes, you
I
can
will
check
do
it for
that.
traps.
Yeah, you know, sure. Fuck it.
I'd be interested.
Okay.
But not
Hooray!
really.
Okay.
Vondal actually did well on a religion check.
Vondal, after of all the things you've heard about Tharizdun and the Apocalypse Prophecy, this looks like a artist's interpretation of said apocalypse.
Perfect.
Cool.
Great.
So yeah, there you go, guys. That's the apocalypse.
Why doesn't that make me feel any better?
Right.
Because it's an apocalypse, maybe.
Hmm. Well,
Now, proceed to check for traps.
yes. I get shoved forward again.
Okay.
You're the one with the most HP.
Make me an investigation check.
Yes.
I want to put my phone on mute because it's dinging constantly.
Oh, another 10. We should really start help. I should really start getting help from people.
Okay.
Nah, you're fine on your own.
So the thing you immediately deduce about this door is this door has a some sort of locking mechanism on it. That with probably with a little manipulation you could get open with your Tinker's tools. However, if it is done wrongly, it is almost certainly trapped, and you can see like a number of like tiny pinholes around the door frame that look like part of the trap.
Well, I might be able to open this, but I suggest that you all move back for a bit. Also, Vondal and Kelariis, can I borrow your shields?
Sure.
Sure.
Both shields.
What are you?
I need to
I'm
lean
like,
them up against like stuff.
yeah, I'm just gonna like I'm basically gonna lean them against my sides a little bit.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
not gonna do much probably, but
Grim turtles under all of these shields and tries to pick the lock.
you know, if I
I'd
can
imagine
still reach.
Kelariis's and maybe even Vondal's shields are probably slightly bigger than Grim's.
Yeah.
Well, Tinker Tools. Oh,
Okay.
a
So
pleasant surprise.
it takes you about a minute and a half, but with a little bit of fiddling with your Tinker's tools, you manage to sort of get the lock mechanism out of the door frame. And you can see inside that had you attempted to pick this lock with thieves' tools, there are special little tumblers inside that would have triggered the traps. You very swiftly disarm the mechanisms that are connecting these tumblers to the mechanism and proceed to brute force it open with your tools.
Nice.
As a totally in-character phrase, turns out paranoia does pretty well in ensuring your safety sometimes.
Well, you can have your shields back. It should be safe now.
Cool.
The doors swing wide.
By the way, I've converted some spell slots
Okay.
to sorcery points and back and stuff.
Ooh.
Wow.
Okay. So, Vondal, as you
Oh,
round this corner, your dark vision spots something in front of you that, were you any other man, would raise your pulse.
Oh, great.
That's not comforting.
That's a lot of loot. That's a lot of chests.
Oh?
Oh no.
Wait, I can't wait for Grim's around this corner.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, that looks like? Is that like a jar? Could you say?
That is a large vase.
Oh.
oh,
Yeah.
well-
This is a lot of loot.
oh.
shit.
No
Before
fuck.
we dig in,
Yeah, we need to before
Check for
we dig in.
traps.
Right.
Well,
Just the traps?
Well, we need to check for traps. We need to check for where the fuck this mummy's gonna come back from.
Can I?
Like, first
Can I
check things for traps, then open them for mummy stuff.
Yeah, can I try my divine sense again? I don't know if it'll actually do anything.
You can certainly use your divine sense again.
Yeah, I mean I've got uses, may as well utilize them.
Yep.
Wayo.
Oh yeah, there's nothing to roll, so
No, yeah. I
yeah,
just have
there are. As far as your senses tell you, there are no undead within 60 feet.
Well, I mean on the bright side, that means that if it does come back in here, it hasn't completely done it yet. So, and like isn't a
Well, and there's
Well,
nothing
I imagine it would
particular-
take time, but the question is how much time.
yeah.
Also, I assume there's nothing particularly desecrated? Like, more desecrated than everything else?
Look, the desecration sensation is less in here than it was in the central chamber.
Oh, great.
Well, I guess that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I will tell you from contextualizing your divine sense into gameplay mechanics, the chamber in the center is the hub of the Mummy Lord's lair for intents and purposes. So it gets its lair effects from that room, basically.
Right, okay.
Well, I guess we better start checking for traps and any... what are they called? Jars? Intestine
Canoptic
jars.
jars.
Yeah,
That's-
that
that's the
one.
Cool. I will give you advantage considering the fact that you are all looking for traps.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
probably help each other, but
We're all helping.
So I will tell you
Yeah.
that you find no traps and no canoptic jars.
Damn it.
fuck.
You do find
Good. Fuck.
603 gold pieces,
Nice.
Whoa.
90.
Wait, someone start writing this down.
Yeah,
and
somebody start
fucking
writing this down.
Okay.
Put it in the bag of holding.
Bag of holding.
Yeah, 603, right?
603 gold pieces,
Stick it on the bag of
90
holding.
platinum pieces,
Nice.
Jesus Christ.
a set of gilt embalming tools,
Of course.
Lovely.
an innate. Ugh. Wow. Let's try that again.
Yeah. Innate or ornate?
An ornate, inlaid lyre.
Ooh.
Anybody know how to play the lyre?
Think
Nope.
so. Well,
A solid gold compass and a set of navigator's tools.
shit.
4 bottles of ancient, incredibly well vintaged wine.
Oh, those are sulfur butt ton.
Yeah.
A book of ancient elementary mathematics.
Ooh. Gimme.
8 chunks of lapis lazuli,
Oh shit.
Nice.
each of which is inlaid with a gold rune.
Also
Oh.
nice. Lazuli or Lazuli?
Lazuli. Martin Littlewood will tell you.
I know.
A potion that you cannot identify.
Cool.
Well, you can identify, but you have to make a check to identify it. And a very, very ornate gilded staff that is placed inside of a chest. And as you take it out, the thing that strikes you most is the crystal at the end of this staff appears to have a miniature city set inside it.
Holy shit! Fuck!
Oh fuck.
Wait, I don't know
Wait,
what
is
this
that
means.
Calestra though?
No.
It's a spear.
Yeah,
Calestra
it's
is
just
a
a spear.
I was like,
But-
is that the same thing as
but
Calestra?
we
What a plot
No,
twist.
but we were looking for a thing with a crystal that housed a city in it.
The Forbidden
Yeah, 'cause
City.
that's
The Forbidden City.
Is the gem in the staff?
The gem is part of the staff, yes. It is the head of the staff.
Quick. Okay, we're gonna cast. Okay, no, I'm casting fucking. What is it? Sending or message? Sending.
Sending.
And sending message to our oh boy, that's what we just found.
Okay.
We found the crystal containing the Forbidden City
But we didn't find cholesterol.
in the tomb of
Yeah.
a mummy lord. Well, I'm just giving him an update. We don't have to go back now. I'm just giving him the update.
Yeah.
We found
So-
a gem containing the Forbidden City in the tomb of a mummy lord.
Honestly, I don't know if it's a good thing or not that we.
I don't
found
know
it.
if the mummy lord. I don't know if the mummy lord came in here much.
Well,
No, he probably
Say.
did actually.
it's still in his tomb anyway.
Judging from any of you who have knowledge of like religious rituals and burials, so specifically Vondal,
Yep.
ancient well, actually, in a lot of human cultures, famous human leaders are often buried with huge amounts of gold, wealth, and slaves. Very often. Because it's believed that they can take them on into the afterlife, which, when the Church of Torm became particularly popular, was a belief that was stamped out in a lot of places that your order frequented, as well as to a degree from Palor, but for Palor for different reasons, but mainly because it promoted cultism and generally, it encouraged the worship of people rather than deities, which was something that your order was not big on.
Also, I don't think Vondal would be big on the idea of, well, I'm dying, so I'm gonna have to kill all my slaves to bury them with me.
Yes. Yeah, it's generally frowned upon for a large number of reasons.
Wow.
But yeah, that's the message I send.
Yeah, so a few moments pass, and in a quite clearly nervous but measured voice,
Yep.
you hear a response that says, keep it safe, return it to the library as soon as, return it to the archive as soon as possible, tell no one.
Yep.
But we didn't find cholesterol, and also,
We haven't found cholesterol, but we are gonna stay till we find cholesterol.
yes, and also the sarcophagus was completely empty. Wasn't she supposed to be buried here?
No,
Not in
isn't-
this
This is
tomb.
not her tomb.
Oh, it's not this tomb.
This is a tomb that wasn't on the.
On the map.
Yeah.
Wait,
this is a
then
tomb
where's
that
the
wasn't on
tomb?
map.
It's
Still
like-
two floors
it's
above.
two layers lower.
Yeah. We're still
How
two
are we
layers
gonna
above
get there?
Cholestro's.
We took a we basically got sidetracked because we found a symbol of the Dread Legion.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, we had symbols of the Dread Legion and then ended up in this place looking
Yes,
for the
because
mummy lord.
this was the point that the aura of undeath was particularly strong. This was the locus of it. So you
We were
decided
like,
to
the
step
mummy
in.
lord's here,
Okay.
and like, we can't leave this here. But the problem is we've not
Okay.
found any canoptic jars, so we need to
Yes.
keep looking.
Important thing of note: if you attempt to put the crystal staff inside the bag of holding, it will not go.
Oh shit.
Cool.
Oh, it's probably another dimension thing.
Yeah.
Oh yes. Yeah. Okay. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Fuck.
It's almost like there is a barrier of force the moment you try to put it inside that pushes your hand back. You cannot place it inside.
Well, at least you weren't brutal enough to make it like blow us up.
Yeah. Well, let's see.
Well, that's
How-
only with other extra-dimensional spaces. The explicit restriction on this thing is that it cannot be placed inside of another extra-dimensional holding space. There is no cause about it detonating.
Okay.
Well, that's
so.
good.
Okay.
Oh yeah, sorry.
we
The
do
last thing you find with an investigation check is Grim. As you lift up one of the chests, you find that like at the bottom of the chest there are 3 wooden runners, like you would expect to find for the structure of a chest. As you are digging around inside looking for any last stray gold pieces, you notice that one of the wooden struts at the bottom is loose.
Pry that bitch off.
Yep.
You can't pull it up and out, but you can move it from side to side.
Huh. Is this a puzzle?
Or maybe you just move it to the side.
I guess I'll just move to the side, I guess. But like, is there any position that's?
Click.
Get down!
Oh no. Well, I say oh no. We still need to find the jar because if we
had-
don't, it's gonna
Wait,
be oh no.
A click and nothing happens?
No, there's clearly a fucking hallway right here.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh,
sorry, I
Look
didn't see
behind you
that.
guys.
that's a sarcophagus.
It didn't fucking yeah.
Oh.
I love to imagine that you guys are just looking
Ow.
around waiting for something, and then V just points over your shoulder, and you're like, oh!
Like,
Yep.
oh, that's a
I
thing.
see canoptic jars.
Look, it's
Oh,
the
shit.
observance, right?
Yes.
Paying off.
So there is a
Ah.
heavy wrought iron gate between you and the sarcophagus.
Before you proceed, I'd say like wait because you guys are severely injured.
Yeah.
Like, well,
There's
okay,
there's also an iron gate. We're not getting to that just yet.
okay. Well, I imagine like
Watch me punch it.
I imagine
Don't
there's
punch
like
it.
some
Look,
kind
you
of...
can misty step. I'm kind of afraid of you doing that.
Yeah.
Well,
Look.
I imagine there's some kind of last hurrah or something because this is kind of the
Probably.
all or nothing point for them.
Well,
True.
could I just blast a spell into that room?
No.
As a wise man once said, you can certainly try.
No.
I don't know if we want to do.
Because I'm just thinking, right? I could use a spell and detonate the whole lot from a safe distance.
Oh my god.
Grim, did you want to have a look around before we do anything?
Yeah, it's not
might
smart.
as well. Like it's like it won't hurt. I would say.
Then by all means. Oh,
Okay.
wait. Step out of the way.
Because I'm just like,
Well, and then from here on, I'll just like start be very carefully approaching and searching for traps until.
Okay. Investigation check.
Oh no.
but I'm just saying, guys,
Okay.
I could
Oh, nice.
totally try and just flame strike the shit out of that whole room.
No.
You do not find any traps.
Hey.
So I guess I touched the portcullis, or there was a portcullis, right?
It's less of a portcullis, more of like like a large gate that swings open in two halves.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
But it is very very heavy looking, very thick, and it is sealed across at several levels by ornate metal bars.
Hmm. Yeah, and I assume they aren't going to be easy to pry open.
I think Kelariis should just go in there.
We could just blow the
Okay.
shit out of the whole room.
Wait, let me make sure I can also get out though. I need to make sure I have enough spell slots to also get out of there.
Yeah.
I do. Okay. Unless, I mean,
Sure. Well, like,
yeah.
I,
'cause
Heal yourself up a bit before you go in if you can.
Yeah, I mean, I've got. I don't want to use all of it just in case.
Right, well, I'll heal you again then.
No, I can give myself some.
And I'm gonna heal you again. Have another heal.
Oh.
There you go, 20
Yes,
24.
burn your spell slots.
22.
Fuck you, Rob.
I know that's not good.
Have 24 health.
That's 22.
Oh yeah. I can't maths.
Oh my god.
I need that book of basic maths, guys. Give it to me.
Yeah, well, actually, it's elementary
I'm gonna wait.
mathematics, so it's Pythagoras and trigonometry and all that good stuff.
Oh, even better.
A little bit more. Okay, so there's no other
But
way
wait
for
a
us to
minute.
open this gate
Wait a
as far
minute.
as we can tell.
Who the hell's Pythagoras?
God.
well, like, we would
Oh.
need
Math
to,
is
like,
canon.
Yeah. Was there does the second age universe have its equivalent of Pythagoras? Important question.
actually,
Who discovered that
considering-
a squared plus b squared equals c
look,
squared?
it's, like, actually, like, these bars, are they locked? Like, or are they just bars that need to be lifted, or...
They are bars that would be lifted aside, but you have no idea if they're locked in place on the other side.
Ah,
Hmm.
I mean,
Well, I mean, best case
I can
scenario,
find out.
Kelariis teleports over and opens it for the rest of us. Worst case scenario, Kelariis teleports in and then teleports out.
Yeah.
Right. No, that is not the worst case scenario.
no, the
but-
worst case scenario is I step in there and immediately fucking die.
That is the worst case.
Are you teleporting inside?
I could still just blow the whole thing
I-
up
can
without
I
anyone
see
But I
getting
think
anything
close.
blowing the whole
in
thing
the
up
bar?
underground is a bad idea.
Yeah, that might trigger.
Can you
a
what?
case.
Sorry.
Can I see anything else? Like, now that I'm up against the actual like bars
Um,
themselves, can I see see anything else.
There are 2 dressers either side of the sarcophagus, one of which appears to have a large black-covered book on it. There are 4 canoptic jars set on top of another dresser that has a mirror on it. And there is a large gilt sarcophagus in the centre of the room. That's basically all you can see. You can't see if there is a locking mechanism on the gate, because basically it ends in 2 stone pillars that you have to basically like place your face up against the bars to see. And you can't see anything beyond that.
Hey Grim, you're good at these sorts of things. What are the odds that we can actually open it from the other side?
Well, actually, before we can, is there any reason why we couldn't stick an object through and try and lift them?
There's no reason why you can't try. It's just that if it is locked on the other side, you won't be able to lift it.
Yeah, but but we don't know if it's locked yet. So
You have no idea. Yeah.
So, yeah, go ahead,
So,
Klaus.
but,
just
like-
try
Like I said before,
Sort
you
of.
can certainly try.
God
Yeah.
damn it.
Give him a lift.
Well, we might as well well, if you stick your sword or something through and try and lift it.
Excuse me?
Excuse me, this is a sacred artifact.
I'll stick a javelin through, not at my sword.
Wow.
No.
I can't
Your
believe you're
choice.
so picky.
You're sticking a javelin through and trying to lift it?
Yeah, I mean, you might as well
Okay.
try.
It is locked in
Even-
place.
Okay, well,
Even
I
the
guess I'm-
greatest of heroes must perform menial tasks from time to time.
I'm not fucking. Yeah, okay, look, it's fine.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah,
Just
I'll
saying.
risk my fucking hide and life and
Okay.
Misty step in there.
Okay. As you teleport inside,
Nice knowing you all.
you arrive on the other side.
Hooray!
Y'all are just too fucking paranoid.
Yeah.
Okay.
Y'all
Can
are
I-
okay with blowing shit up underground, but not teleporting shit in a
No one was okay with,
okay.
with blowing stuff up. I was the only one who was okay with that.
Yeah.
How often? Well, like actually, like there's something like how often have spells failed in here? Also, like
Twice.
How, like we
Twice
haven't
when
even
there was a
considered-
special aura that we don't feel anymore. Yeah,
Can I open
that's,
the door
Yep.
for them?
Yeah, but the
Yeah, there are a series of metal pins holding the bars in place. You pull down the metal pins, lift the bars up, and the gates can swing up freely.
Hooray! Should we smash some
It's
jars
stuck in
then?
here.
We might want to test those jars to make sure there's no like
Um,
spells placed on them.
wait, what do you mean?
Can I
Oh,
look at the
spell.
mirror?
You can certainly look at the mirror.
I was just gonna throw my hammer at the jars, honestly.
No.
Can we chill for like 10 seconds? Hold on. This is I'm saying this, so that's saying something.
It's Vondal who's being reckless. I just wanted to look at a mirror.
Yeah, go look at the fucking mirror, yo.
Okay, so, what are you doing? Are you just looking at the mirror?
Yeah, I just want to like.
Give me a perception
Is it
check.
like the same? Is it like the same mirror that we saw like over all the way over here? Like the same
in
style? I don't know.
there is nothing similar about the framing of it. It is a mirror, as you would expect to find a mirror for the rest of it. But no, it doesn't look anything like the other mirror.
Okay.
Okay. You see a... Well, you see yourself staring back
A
at you.
motley crew.
The only thing odd about it is, as you look at it, there seems to be a magical enchantment on it that makes your face look thinner, almost, almost like it's been like elongated. Only,
Looks like the
only,
mirror is-
only slightly though.
Fashion.
Grim
Well,
may
if
not be
someone
far
wants
from the
to-
truth.
Yeah. Well, if someone wants to, inspect those jars, I will help.
Okay. You can certainly investigate the jars.
Are you sure you don't want to smash them first?
Shots fired. No,
If I was sure about that, I would have just done it.
I will look at jars as well.
Okay.
I
you-
will help, in fact, instead of the other way around.
Okay. So somebody make an investigation check to investigate the jars.
Well, I was not investigating the jars. You two were looking at them, so have fun.
All right, I'll try and make an investigation check.
I'm
Okay. Make an investigation check with advantage for the help. Okay. You
Help.
open the jar, and immediately regret it as
I was
a.
gonna say, why am I opening them? I just want to check if they're magic.
Well, no, but that
Oh
would've-
well, that would have been an Arcana check. You said you were investigating
okay.
them,
Okay, fair enough then.
so
I
you.
wanted to check if anything bad would happen. Should I just break these? 'Cause I know what's in them.
It didn't seem so. You take the lid off the jar and immediately regret it because the smell of basically vinegar and preserved decaying flesh hits your nostrils, and you quickly put the lid back on.
Yeah, exactly what I thought they would be, which is jars of organs.
Yeah, they are jars of organs.
Cool. Can I smash the jars of organs, please?
Okay.
like as you like swing attempt to swing. You might want to do that as we leave.
Yeah, so there's not just like literally guts spilling across the floor.
Because I kind of
mean-
want to check the sarcophagus before we.
I mean, what would you rather? Would you rather it stank ever so slightly in here, or would you rather I let it, not smell that bad, and then the mummy reincarnates as we're looking around, as we're poking around as two?
I think it will be fine.
Smash the jars.
I think we have a minute or two.
Smash the jars.
Look,
We came in here for like an explicit purpose, and we're finally fucking
I mean,
here after
you-
being shot with flame, having
Well,
shrapnel thrown in
we
our
don't know if the
faces.
jars are the things, though.
yeah, we
Better
don't.
safe than sorry.
Yeah, but like you say, it's better if we figure out if it's actually the real deal, or we didn't find what we're looking for.
So what do you want to do?
If you give us just let us open this coffin and maybe just check the jars
Okay,
for
go
magic
crazy.
before you smash them.
Go crazy.
Okay.
Okay.
You might want to stand back considering our previous experience. I assume people stand back.
Back up a little
Yeah.
bit, please, Lyra.
Okay.
Okay.
No,
Oh
back a
Here
bit
we
more.
go.
Okay.
well. Do you need help?
So-
Is it-
Oh yeah, if you want to help, you can help.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know how.
I mean, I
heavy
healed
this
up for
is.
something, so fuck it.
Okay. You attempt to lift the lid off the sarcophagus. You are unable to budge it, despite there being no obvious reason for it not to move.
Interesting.
Is it attached to the ground?
The sarcophagus?
Yes.
No, but it is extremely heavy.
Could we flip it?
You could certainly try.
Look, I just on the side. I want to it sounds weird, but it would allow us to A, see if there's something inside of there. B, we might get lucky and it opens anyway.
You could try.
I have a feeling whatever's locking it is magical, but sure, go for it.
I would tend to agree, but
Yeah.
magic is a limited resource. Muscles less so.
Alright,
Muscles
sure.
are the
I
limited
mean, are we voicing the theory that this is magically bound?
Yes.
Then I will cast Dispel Magic on it.
Okay.
Well,
What level are you casting Dispel Magic?
I'll just go with 3rd level.
Okay. I need to look something up.
I can't believe we're just talking
Oops.
not wasting magic, but just put a little bit of effort in it. The first thing you do is cast the spell.
Especially because we didn't actually confirm that it was magic.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Although I'm pretty sure it is, but
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I
if
mean-
it's not, then you just use the 3rd level spell and nothing.
It's fine.
Okay, you cast Dispel Magic, and there is a faint white energy that dissipates from around the coffin.
Boom.
The
Oh
sarcophagus.
shit.
There you go, try and open the coffin.
yeah, you got lucky.
Oh, fuck you.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah,
Strength check with advantage to open.
magical. It's probably magical. I just spell a spell. You got lucky.
Okay. Yeah, so you manage to lift the lid of this gilt sarcophagus. Inside is something strange.
Oh.
There's not a body, but the outline of a body that slowly, from seemingly nowhere, is filling with sand, like sand falling through an hourglass, except the hourglass shape is a humanoid form.
I think we know what to do.
Yep.
Let's go about the line.
Yeah.
Wait, where is the?
Oh, the outline is like if you imagine filling an invisible container, that's basically what it's doing. There is no outline. It's just slowly becoming solid, but as it pours in.
Yeah, it's just the
From
coffin
where?
itself, I think.
Yeah, from where is it filling up? Like from the is it filling up from the top or from the bottom or?
Seemingly nowhere. The sand is appearing from thin air.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I mean more. Well, never mind. I meant like was it like start filling up like the toes or like the just like.
Oh no.
Down or.
Like an hourglass, it pours in and fills from the bottom up.
Okay.
Oh.
Well,
That was less.
this is
helpful.
where your new mace might shine a little bit.
I'm not sure if it's gonna help us.
It destroys objects.
But,
You suggesting
okay,
just
we-
Destroy the
sarcophagus?
object.
Oh yeah. Okay. Like so, we're gonna destroy the sarcophagus.
Bye-bye sarcophagus, I guess.
Actually, before we destroy the sarcophagus, I would like Vondal to have a chance to destroy the offal. Not the offal, the
awful. Yeah, sure.
Cannot
I'll
play-
destroy.
cannot play
I
jars.
throw the dwarven thrower at the awful jars.
Okay, you throw the dwarven thrower at the canoptic jars. Make me an attack roll.
offal. It's
Fucking awful. Awful. This is not. We're not eating this.
Make me an attack roll.
There you go.
Okay, so
Have an attack roll.
you smash the canoptic jar, and the half-filled humanoid form of sand in the coffin thrashes.
Ah, we pissed it off.
okay.
Wait, did I smash one of them?
You smash one.
Well, I'm gonna do it again then.
Okay. Exact same thing happens.
Okay, and I'm gonna destroy all of them then.
Okay. As you destroy the third and final canoptic jar, with a violent shudder, Grim and Kelariis, you are covered in sand as this thing explodes outwards.
Well,
Well, Dodger sort of looks at Grim like, yeah, fuck you.
Kelariis, the ominous feeling you've had since using your divine sense dissipates.
well, I think that did it.
Well, at least like we can confirm it now. Like,
Well, how easy was that though? Right, should we do our search in peace now?
I want to
And then
press my
leave.
face up against the mirror.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
You press your face up against the mirror. It's cold.
What's
Okay.
this big book?
It is a large black-covered tome.
Can I check if it's magical?
Sure. As you flip through the pages, yes.
Yeah.
Weirdly though, as you flip through the pages, you'd expect it to be feeling this sort of level of power, you'd expect it to be like a wizard spellbook or something. But it's a tome on martial arts and fighting with sabers.
That's pretty cool. I'm gonna keep hold of that.
Okay.
Guess, yeah, I'm gonna keep hold of that.
Okay, you can. Oh, hello, Robot Helena.
Yep.
Uh,
Robo, Helena, initiate trying to talk protocols.
Let's let Helena sort that out. Oh. Goodbye, Discord. Hello, Discord. Are you back?
Hello?
I think Discord is having a moment. Right. So yes, Vondal, please add manuscript of martial arts, magical manuscript of martial arts to your inventory.
I just put black-bound book.
Okay, that'll do. As long as you know what it is.
Yeah, nice alliteration. Black-bound book.
Okay. Hello.
Hello?
Yeah, I think if everyone disconnects and reconnects. Oh yeah, we could try a group call. Let's try a group call. You know what? I'm actually going to pause the recording there. So.